And look at all these bookcases. As it turns out, if I have too many of these things, once again my frame rate drops. So I quickly investigated making a mod myself, which was going to combine a bookshelf and a chest. And then I could just turn regular bookshelves into a bookcase and store things in them. But I'm still having problems where I can't actually compile my mods, and I'm still trying to figure that one out. So instead, I went to the Minecraft forums and I found a mod that gave me these. I can only put 8 in each one, but at least they don't drop my frame rate. And then I just kind of went ahead and built a library. As you see, we have quite a few places to store enchanted books now. And I did put a few of these on the end. I didn't want to completely waste them because I did make a few hundred of them. We are directly below the mob grinder, so it's still spawning things. And amazingly, while I was building all of this, I think we only had one science laser explosion. So I'm going to go have a look at that, because it might be running out of things to do. Yep, it's stopped doing things. I don't know if it's exploded or not. Let's have a look. Yes, it did. And I'm bad at this. Alright, the engines have overheated, so we'll take them off and put them back. The quick way to cool down your engines. Aha! And I think we can let it go a little bit longer. I don't know where I put those blocks, but I took them off because I was doing a lot of running back and forth. I can go get new ones though. Alright, so now that I've got that library pretty much done, I can start moving things off the temporary shelves and onto the proper shelves. I don't know where I'm going to end up putting the little enchanting table thing. And I might even... I'm just actually going to turn that off. I might even make another one. I have multiple auto-enchanting tables, so I can enchant multiple books at a time while I'm out and about. That lag down those stairs. Terrible. This is obviously not going to be the way in. It's going to be the elevator over there. Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with the back walls and the side walls and everything. Pretty certain that I'm going to continue the books around like that. I just don't know if I want to put these shelves or just have it as these shelves. Don't know. But I can start putting these ones on things here. I got to figure out exactly where the loaded chunk finishes in each direction, because if I have a bit of extra space, maybe I can build a room off the side here where the enchanting happens. Let's have a look. I'm at 4, so 3, 2, 1, 0 should be about there somewhere. Yeah, here. I have a few extra blocks. I can put a small room off the side here. I have to go behind the bookshelves. But yeah, that'll be where this thing, auto enchanting table, that's where it can go, in there. Next problem is power. So at the moment, it's still using the red power stuff, which is really slow. And I'm basically wasting a whole bunch of mob essence waiting on that. So maybe I could go with steam engines here as well and have a separate boiler. And I might end up with the same problem as the science laser where they explode. And I want to be turning it off, I just want it to run all the time. So I'll have to think about powering several of these at once. Now, I know I can't automate the process of putting books in and taking them out because I can't automatically take them out. Well, and that's why I want multiples at a time, so I can come back and there'll be 6, 8, 10 books done. I can just put them on their appropriate shelves. But yeah, I'll do that another time. I think the next major project before that would have to be... Actually, no, it would be a good idea to do the enchanting before I get into any other major projects around here. Because then I'll have a lot more books done while I'm working on the elevator. Yeah, but before that, I need to get the rails done, because I just keep putting those off while... Actually, the rails are downstairs. Putting it off while doing other things and waiting for the steel, which is still going. I may have enough though, because I do have a few there. Yeah, stack of steel ingots there. 11 blocks. And there's some more here somewhere, 18 there. So I could get started on doing that. And I need the blaze rods as well, so I can do these. Wow, so many things, it just keeps piling up. Oh, that's an interesting thought. Yeah, these tanks, they go all the way back to the loaded chunk limit as well. And I do have this tank over here that's not doing anything. So perhaps I could make another tank up there next to where all the enchanting is going to happen and pump in the liquid XP so I don't... Oh, it won't really be wasting as much, but it'll store a whole bunch first. That'd work. I need a new bow because I don't know where mine went. Or maybe it's upstairs. Anyway, I'm going to get started on looking at these rails. Alright, well, downstairs I've got some more coal cooking into coal coke to get me the creosote oil to make the tracks, because that's a nice complicated procedure now. I've dug out this little area here. This is where I'm going to be putting the enchanting stuff. So I've got one over here that's currently working, and it can stay there. Oh, it's not working, feather falling, not bad. It can stay there till I'm done and ready for it. Did I just put the wrong book in? I did. Whoops. Anyway, the idea over here is that there will be a steam boiler on the next floor down. It will supply power probably on the right side or the left side, doesn't matter. But the power is going to come up one side, and the liquid XP is going to come up the other side into 4 enchanting tables. And I'm going to do something fancy with pipe wires that should hopefully turn the engines off when they're done. Now I think that the way that I'm going to have to do it is each one will have its own engine. So when one's done, it can just turn off its own engine and the rest will keep going. That way it's not going to try and feed power to the furthest one away and get all backed up on the first one. Anyway, I'll just quickly drop down here. We have the coal stuff, the charcoal stuff. So this is rather convenient. I'm just going to have to move this over here a bit further, I think, and have a steam boiler here. So all of this stuff, instead of going straight into that, will get fed into the steam boiler and then get fed into that. And I don't need more ender chests for it, which is great because I don't have the blaze rods. And I'm still producing plenty of it. And I was looking down here before and I had about half a stack here, but that filled up pretty quick. And I think, yeah, we're... oh, those ones are burning, so obviously things have been in all the way up to this one. So that's good, I'm still producing a little wood. Okay, so I got my steam boiler going. It's got quite a nice amount of charcoal coming into it. It's already full and, well, it's full of steam and almost completely warm. We've got 3x3 pool down there. That's running on one engine and that's keeping it very full, so don't need any more than that. And I've put the deep storage unit all the way over here because these pipes, even though these are conductive pipes, they were connecting to the top of this. I'm sure it wouldn't have made much of a difference, but I moved it over there anyway. Over here, this tank is filling up with the liquid experience. I still need to get a way to get it from there to up there. But I might just do something with an ender tank. I think I've got 10 blaze rods at the moment, so that should be enough to make one ender tank. Actually, I'd need 2. I need to go kill some blaze. Anyway, over... Oh, I took that one out. I'm going to say that was the science laser. We'll get to that in just a moment. Here, got everything in place, and I was building facades to put across these. And the science laser is broken. Again. Okay. What am I looking for? The green one's over here. I had to make a few more of these anyway, so I already had some spares. Let's turn you off. Yeah, the other thing I need this to do is make pipe wire. Wow. That was just the residual energy. That's insane. That may be more than enough already. Okay, pipe wire made with redstone, iron, and dye. I was thinking of making blue ones, but I don't think I need them. I should be able to get away with just using red stuff and iron gates, which I don't have any of. I'm not sure how to make them either, so I'll have to look that up. But for now, I'm going to grab this. I may as well grab that, see if I need any more. We go put these in place, and I'm going to put these back. See exactly what I need to make those iron and gates, because regular gates don't interact with pipe wires. Turns out I have quite a few spare pipe wires, which is great, because I actually need those to make the iron AND gates. Now, it doesn't really matter if I make an AND gate or an OR gate, because I only have the one signal, but we're going to go with those ones because they're black, and black is better. Okay, that should fire up, and this time I'm actually going to wait around and turn it off when it's done, so it doesn't explode again. And then we're going to go downstairs, going to show you how these and the pipe wires interact and work and stuff. And then probably finally get on to actually doing the rails, because everything with the... Oh no, I need to make those ender tanks first. Make the ender tanks, put them in place, and then I'll do the rails. Alrighty, we're full on steam, full on heat, full on water, full on charcoal, and we've got everything we need to get this going. As you see this red line down here, that's the red pipe wire that I've just been adding like that. And I think I've done those ones. I'm going to do this one as well. Okay, the reason we're using that stuff is the iron gates, which apparently I did not bring with me. Okay, so the gates go on these wooden pipes, like that. And the reason we have to use the iron gates is because they interact with the red pipe wire. So we're going to say when that pipe wire is off, put out a redstone signal. And that starts the engine. And do that with all of them. And then I'm going to go up the top and set up that end as well. Okay. So this one, we're going to say when the inventory is empty, we send out a red pipe signal. And also, when the tank is empty, send out a signal. Because if either of those things happen, we don't want the engines running. Okay, we've got all the gates up here in place except this one. I've changed everything downstairs to be when the signal is on, then the engine turns on, because that makes sense. So we want the red pipe signal to be on when there is items in the inventory and liquid in the tank. See, we've got one of those conditions filled. There's no liquid in the tank though, so that red pipe wire is not on, so the engine's not on. So I just have to make sure these are all the same. Liquid in tank and item in inventory. And then all I need to do is get the liquid experience in here. There's a bit of a draw issue with these facades there. I think this might be fixed in later versions of BuildCraft, but in my one, sadly it's not. But that's okay, I can live with it. So it turns out the gates, when they're on the side of these auto enchanters, they don't actually pick up the items in inventory properly. That book there was not triggering this. But when it's on the top or on the bottom, it works fine. So I'm going to move all of these. Well, I already have moved all the pipes to the bottom. I just have to put the gates back on and then reset them, and then probably just put proper bookshelves in here instead of pipes with facades.